Okay, so I just watched Thursday's Predators game. So I don't imagine this video will get really any views because, well, the Hurricanes are playing another game right now. So, maybe you'll get some in between periods, but better late than never. And I said I'd watch every game. Once again, work kind of is getting in the way a little bit. Tonight, I don't think it will as much because it's Saturday, but I just got to file paperwork. But it'll still be up late, that's just kind of the way my life is right now. Work comes first and all that. But finally, got some free time to be able to watch the Hurricanes myself. And I got to tell you, this game definitely, last game I talked about how I was starting to doubt my confidence going into the Hurricanes. This game did boost that confidence up a little bit. I'm still, of course, a little nervous because I'm always nervous with my team, especially after 2009 to 19 they taught me to be. So, it's like I'm always a little nervous about it. I remember I always said when Carolina was probably going to make the playoffs in 2019, I just told my friend who's a Canes fan, like, I'm only ever going to believe the Hurricanes made the playoffs for one reason. That's when I see the X. So I'm always going to be a little bit nervous and apprehensive no matter what. Although this core, I have huge hopes and excitement around this core for the years to come, but back to the game at hand, I thought Carolina played very well. This was a dominant game. Everyone kind of pulled their weight. They were able to finish this game, going back to my joke about the one against Detroit, which feels like forever ago. It's like they're coming back hard. They came out just awful last game. I think I've said enough about it. I don't want to dread on a game like that when we have a game like this one that just happened. However, they did come in awful, and what comes in today is they were motivated. They were not going to lose this game. They gave up a few chances more than I'd like to see, but Mrazek was able to shut the door. And, I can't say enough about that. And they really wanted to win this game to me. They just really felt like they came in, they were flying, they were physical. Like everything they struggled with last game was a little bit better, barring that shorthanded goal, which generally I think is a very bad play to make, though Carolina didn't really give him anything after that. So, Carolina let off a little bit. They gave up a shorthanded goal. Then they were like, nope, that's it. That's all Nashville's going to get. I wish they could have played for Mrazek a little bit more. But other than that one power play goal, the power play made up for it later on. They kept rolling. They didn't start dreading it. They didn't let Nashville get back in the game from that point forward. And that really could have been bad when Nashville got that shorthanded goal. But Carolina was like, no, 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 no. They told him no. So, yeah, now who would I give Hurricane of the game to? This is honestly tough for the exact opposite reason it was last game. Because every line played well. The fourth line was getting momentum. All other three lines got a point tonight. Well, I don't think, no, Trocheck got a goal. It was 4-1. Yeah, 4-1. Yeah, so every line except for the fourth line got a point, but the fourth line got momentum. Hakanpää, one of my favorite names in Hurricanes history, to be honest. I love the name Hakanpää. I might buy my next Hurricanes jersey when I get the extra money and time to buy one. Might be a Hakanpää jersey. I'm not kidding. That name is just epic. I love the name Hakanpää. So, going into that, it's hard to pick, but I'm considering getting Hakanpää. He played really well. I love me some physical defensemen. I love me some physical hockey players. Hakanpää is a prime example of that. He has those good genetics. 6'5" and a fast skater. It's just, yeah, Hakanpää is pretty good. I like him just based on that one game. So you have Hakanpää. He was a standout. Dougie really has done a good job fixing the mistakes I was calling him out for throughout all midseason. I was always like, Dougie Hamilton is not playing well defensively. He's starting to tighten up defensively, and he hasn't really seemed to drop any of the offense for it. I still think Jacob Slavin, if I had to pick which defenseman is the number one, for me it's still Jacob Slavin. But Dougie Hamilton, the past couple month or so, has really done a good job putting that argument there, as he does. And, this game, the roles were reversed. Slavin jumped up, pinched at the wrong time, and Dougie bailed out Jacob Slavin, which that doesn't happen often. So, Yeah, and I mean, but I got to give it to Mrazek because look, here's the thing: Carolina had this game throughout since the first period, since that first goal. This game was going to go to Carolina, just bar none. But the reason the game was going to go to Carolina was because of Mrazek. Like I said, Mrazek was shutting the door, and Mrazek shut the door. He made amazing saves at big points that Carolina went back and scored the other way. So, just for the fact that it wasn't really a game in doubt because of Mrazek, I got to give it to Mrazek. For me, Mrazek, this game was the most valuable player. And it's not to diss any other player because, I thought Carolina just up and down the roster outplayed them. But it really showed for me with the goaltending matchup this game. Mrazek outplayed Saros. And I think the way Mrazek's played since coming back from injury, when I talk about how Reimer might be playing better, no, for me, Mrazek, since coming back from injury, I'm knocking on wood, don't worry, has earned that starting position for the Carolina Hurricanes. As good as Nedeljkovic has played, I think I'm kind of like I'm going back and forth because next game I know, like I don't know who's starting because I haven't really wanted to look at hockey news until I got to watch this game, unless it's not about the Hurricanes. But just watching the game in general, I gotta go with Mrazek, and if Nedeljkovic could probably start tomorrow, and I would be cheering for him to, or I'd be saying he's in the starting position. But for right now, I'm saying but that's the thing with the Hurricanes. Jesus, stuttering over my words. I am thirsty. That's the thing with the Carolina Hurricanes. No, not like that, but that is what she said. That's the thing with the Hurricanes that doesn't feel as common as it used that's unique. Jesus Christ, that's the thing with the Hurricanes that's really unique right now is like I can watch either goalie. No one's going to watch this video. I can stutter over my words all I want. As a Hurricanes goalie, like I've never been in that position where there was like, oh, who's starting? There were and when it did, it's because Cam Ward had points. Cam Ward's still my all-time favorite goaltender. Well, maybe David Ayers, but it's between those two. But like Cam Ward is like still one of my all-time favorite goaltenders, at least two. He's the goaltender of my childhood and all that, yada yada yada. But there were points where there was an argument on who was the starter because Cam Ward was underperforming. For me, right now, the argument for starting is because the young Nedeljkovic is starting to overperform. Reimer has played well. I wouldn't say Reimer's overperformed, but Reimer is playing well. And then Mrazek is stepping up his game, and it seems like all three goalies are trying to step up their game, which is not something you've seen in Carolina in a while. So maybe in my entire time watching hockey, I've never seen goalies just trying to step each other up. I had a little bit of that in McElhaney and Mrazek, but like in terms of like just goalies that looks like they're going to be in Carolina for a while, this is kind of new. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on the game. Comment down below, what did you guys think about this game if you're going to watch this video, because Carolina's literally an hour into their game today. I'll see you guys later tonight for the Hurricanes game. But yeah, sorry about the videos coming out 2 days later. I've just been busy with work, and like I said, work comes first. It won't be the only time a game comes up really late. It's gonna happen occasionally, but I am gonna make sure that I do get these videos out to you guys. Even though one like this, I'll be lucky if it probably crosses 15 views. But I still feel like I want to get hit every game this season, so I'm going to hit every game this season, even when some of the videos aren't going to get as many views. But yeah, that's it. If you like the content I'm producing on the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you probably at 4 a.m. this morning. So, see you guys then.